Don't tell me she just died. Did I do something wrong already? Why does everything bad happen to us? I am just trying to be the nicest big bad wolf anyone has ever heard of. And everyone just has to go and fuck everything we worked so hard for over. What is wrong? What did we do wrong? I don't understand, man. Did she just die? Snow didn't look distressed enough for her to be dead, but now everyone is gonna hate us because we interrupted a fucking funeral. And now everyone's gonna hate us even more because they think that we're up to something no good with Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're gonna be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy. Don't go looking for
At least
any
he has a
more
nice
fights.
bod.
Keep strain off your heart.
How's everyone else? They all make it?
They're fine. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water. They're Titans, Bigby. They'll be fine. Just remember what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken.
I'll try to.
All right then. Very good.
Business office.
At least he has a
I
nice
know, I'll
bod.
have to call you back.
He's like a walking
The town is
Wolverine
starting
right
to
now.
find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White, Bigby.
He doesn't have to put on a shirt. I'm okay if he doesn't put on a shirt.
So, to recap,
I think she's okay if he doesn't
Crane
put on
watched
a
me
shirt.
through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
and once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
There's no other leads. This is it. Just wait for the mirror.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it?
I have no idea.
Everything points to him. I get it, but do you really think he killed those women?
I'm as confused as you are, to be honest. I don't know.
But he was with
Just
Lily.
doesn't make sense.
He was a conniver, a coward, a liar. And I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts. But murdering prostitutes?
Ow!
I
Everything
personally...
okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. I just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
I personally think
Thanks
that,
for tonight, by the way. That could have
Blackbeard or
gone
whatever?
really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did.
I just feel bad for Holly, really.
Yeah. Time heals everything eventually. At least, I hope so, for her sake. Can I, ask you a question?
Can you take off your shirt again?
It's kind of personal. And I don't want to offend you.
Sure.
It's just, when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight, it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way, deep inside, you kind of enjoy it when things go wrong.
No, it irks
Because
me.
it gives you an excuse to just, you know...
Fuck no, I don't enjoy it. Are you kidding me? It's horrible what happened tonight. I wish it didn't happen.
I shouldn't have said anything. Forget that I did.
Well, I didn't want it to be aggressive, but I just wanted to
guys,
make it clear that,
we have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's,
Buffkin, are you positive it's not here? Maybe it just slid under one of these cabinets.
No, I'm sure it's not here. I checked every corner. I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
The mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
What exactly is the hard way?
We'll look through his things, his desk, everything. He had to have left something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
Smart enough to take a piece of the mirror. We
Yeah,
can still
but
solve this ourselves. I know
Never
that
mind that. Come help me look.
No, I want to know what he has to say. I'm gonna come back to you, Buffkin.
Hi, Mr. Bigby. I can still help you catch Crane, you know.
Yes, and I want to know how.
Yes. I saw him jump on the telephone before he left. He called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is.
His witch?
Yes, it sounded like the one he got his snow glamours from.
Why didn't you stop him? It's not your fault. See anything else?
Look, the whole mirror thing, it's not your fault, all right?
You mean it?
Yeah. You didn't see anything else, did you?
No, not especially.
Why didn't you try and stop him?
What do you want me to do? Yank on his hair?
I
I'm
just
only
had to
3
ask.
feet tall. There are limits here.
Okay.
I'll just see if I can do anything about this.
You do that.
Okay. So, is there anything else we can do besides talk to Snow? I kinda assume no. I kinda assume that we won't have the magic mirror. Okay, thank you. We are going all the way around for this shit. And there's no way that the mirror piece is gonna be here. He fucking took it with him. Well, first I'm gonna look through this stuff. Ichabod Crane. Are there any updates on the extra funding I've requested? As I explained in my last letter, the conditions here could do with some improvements. I'm seeing some unrest from the residents, and I have to admit I can see why. The farm should not be a punishment. I'm sure you're busy, but I think this should be made a priority. Best, Wayland Smith. Why are you just like pissed off with us, Snow? What did we do? You just constantly have this angry face. I am writing to ask again that you please send someone to fix the air conditioning in our unit. It's burning up in the apartment, and Pinocchio says his skin is splintering. I don't know what that means, but I assume that it's something gross, and I'd really like if you'd fix the air, like we asked you 3 months ago. At the very least, provide us a fan in the meantime. Sincerely, Boy Blue. I don't know who Boy Blue is. You said you'd pay me to have the plaster redone in my building after the last incident in 204. It's falling off the fucking walls. Please fix it. I can't rent out that room as it is, and I've already been waiting for days. Not to mention you already promised me you'd send someone to fix the big crack in the glass on the front door. Well, guess what? It's worse now. Get your shit together, Mr. Toad.
Couldn't ever do any work.
Only when Cole was around. What is it?
It's the key to his room at the open arms.
You still haven't told me what was in there. I want to know. I need to know.
Crane was, paying Lily to live out a fantasy of him and you together. Forgive me if I spare you the details.
I keep thinking back. I keep replaying moments in my head. Interactions with him when he'd catch me in the elevator or bump into me outside.
Understandably.
There's only so much you can repress, you know?
You couldn't have known. What else is there?
Snow, you couldn't have known.
No, I could have.
That's how it always plays out. I should have known.
Let's keep looking.
There's a
Witching
page
cloak.
here that was torn out.
Oh, yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
The ring of...
It's a ring, at least. Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Wait, what witch?
Buffkin overheard Crane set up a meeting with a witch.
Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from. It must be about this ring.
Why not mention this before?
Because
one
you got
asked me.
angry.
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Oh, look at it. It's
Is the
Lee from The
mirror
Walking
fixed,
Dead.
or isn't it?
I mean,
You
Blackbeard.
called me to-
Called just to see if you knew
They
where Crane
actually
could
have
be, and
similar
that was
face
it,
structures,
okay?
don't they?
And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
I tried
This
to,
isn't
but...
your concern.
No, it can't be fixed. It's missing a piece.
This is none of Bluebeard's business, Bigby.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped. It seems he spoiled your every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he is.
Look, this just isn't the time. He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch at 2 o'clock.
Oh my god, Buffkin.
AM or PM?
A.M.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away help.
What do you know about Crane anyway?
That he has the stones to kill prostitutes like any common sex-frightened serial killer and not face a real challenge.
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're a
thing.
secretary! He's the sheriff! And none of you were chosen to run this office! Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
I'm heading up the investigation, okay, Bluebeard? That makes this a moot point.
And somebody needs to run the business office while he does so.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in mind.
Jesus Christ, can you shut up? Everything is about you, and I know it.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours, the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
2 a.m. Piece of cake.
Listen, you wanted to look
Since Lily
positive.
used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere
The
else.
Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
Look, chances are I'll have to swing by both anyways. so-
No, chances are you won't have time.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
Yeah, he
And why
can.
the
Who
hell not?
cares?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock! I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what concerns you.
What concerns me is you traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no
Just
interest,
get the
and
hell
now it's a
out of
crime
here.
scene.
Bluebeard, you're not going anywhere.
Really now? And what? You gonna stand here and babysit me? While the rest of your leads evaporate into mist?
We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions. Look, this is how a smart person would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going anywhere unsupervised. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but we don't
Yeah,
have
like
the
he
time
can't
to really
hear
worry
you.
about it now. Where are you gonna go, Bigby?
So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't need